We got a new anchor.
I know, look at it.
And we'll probably have a huge job on our hands, as always.
How you doing?
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of To Get Lost in Lockdown in a Boatyard. With the weather getting warmer and restrictions beginning to lift, it's the final countdown before Splash Day. An exciting day for Adam.
New multi-tool.
Look at that face. He's so excited.
So exciting.
I think you've got enough tools already.
No, but I don't have this tool. This is what you don't understand. Cordless multi-tool. Oh, so exciting.
So when we got back to the boat, we discovered that the bilge was full of water. We found a leak in the water tank when we filled it up after winter, and then we also found a leak in a pipe, but the pipe is under this floor. So we are going to have to cut the floor out, which will actually be quite good because there's loads of pipes and wires down there. So we're going to cut that out and
with our new toy.
with Adam's new toy. And then find out where the leak is, and we'll probably have a huge job on our hands, as always.
Do you know what though? I'm secretly pleased that we've discovered that we do have a leak in the freshwater system, because all of our friends who are more experienced yachties were making their tanks of water last for 2 months at a time. And we said, we did incredibly well. But Emily was unbelievable. I mean, she was washing up with, I honestly think, like a teacup full of water, a whole unbelievable. It was a masterclass in water preservation. But nonetheless, you know, maybe 6 weeks out or something, no matter how much we babied it and washed in salt water and went for showers on the beach, you know, under the sort of public, you know, freshwater beach showers that they have, whatever we did, basically, we couldn't extend our water long enough. And now we know why. It's not because we're terrible at husbanding the resources of the yacht. It's because we have a leak. It also sets my mind at ease. We have some damage to the fiberglass around where the prop shaft enters. There's a tube of fiberglass to allow it to kind of cleanly enter. And I thought that was leaking, but never had the guts or stupidity to taste the water and see whether it was salt. But had I done it, it would have been fresh, because this leaking water just runs down the bilge and ends up, you know, around where the prop shaft enters the boat. So 2 birds, 1 stone, dry bilge, better water preservation. Hopefully. This might be a bit like whack-a-mole though, because we're going to cut a hole and try and find it based on our like best guess. But whether it's actually where we think it is or not is going to be a matter of luck, and yeah, just luck. The good thing is I get to play with my new toy.
Yeah. Adam, don't. You'll make all the ladies go crazy.
I know, right? Get a yacht, they said. Get all the ladies, they said. How you doing?
After pulling apart the boat, we could finally get to the leaking pipe. Luckily, it was super easy to fix, and we finally had a dry bilge. Another great job we could tick off the list was getting our engine serviced. We have a Westerbeek 46 with a few more hours clocked than we'd like, so we wanted a professional to give it a good once-over to try and keep it running well for many years to come. Look at this. What is it again? Our starter.
The starter.
Starter is like shiny and new. Look at that. Definitely did not look like that when it came out.
Yes. No.
Perfect.
What did they do to them? They had to replace...
They replaced the nozzles.
Ah, okay.
So those are brand new nozzles.
These are the nozzles.
Nice. Look how clean they are as well.
Huh?
Not for long.
So clean.
New. These are the old ones.
Okay. And they weren't any good. These were
No.
rubbish. And they go on these 4 bits here, don't they?
Inside here.
Yeah. If you've watched our previous video, then you'll know we gained a crew member this season. We heard a tiny meow from below the boat, and when we went to investigate, a tiny kitten was by our ladder calling out to us. She followed us everywhere we went, but she was in a really bad way, so we fed her the only thing we had, some tuna, which she was way too young for. We decided to give her food and shelter until she got a little bigger and could fend for herself, but obviously she had other plans. We didn't record much narrative as we weren't really planning on keeping her, We didn't even give her a proper name, so it would be easier to say goodbye, and we called her Tiny Cat instead. The name stuck and we're completely smitten, which is probably obvious from the fact we spend our spare time making up rhymes and silly videos about her. She kept Adam company while he worked, and me company while I painted the boat. After sanding, we faired the hull to make it as smooth as possible before painting it about 1,000,000 times, or at least 10 times, with layers of primer, tie coat and anti-foul. In a crazy turn of events, we've decided to paint the boat. This crazy cat. Yeah, probably not our smartest move a few days before we want to go back in the water, but they were selling really cheap 2-part paint in the right colour, in the right green that we've got our boat painted in, and so we've now decided to do. It's not going to be a very good paint job, but it's going to be an awful lot better than it was. So we've just basically scuffed it up a load, and yeah, we're just going to paint over it. And obviously not expect it to last very long, but. It was such a mess before, you know, paint, just massive chunks of paint just peeled off, and so, yeah. Adam brought ice lolly treat. It's so nice.
Emily's been working for like 9 hours, 10 hours straight in the hot sun, sanding the hull. So I brought her a little watermelon ice cream.
So cute. He bought me a watermelon, ice lolly and tiny cat.
And a tiny cat. And we're really high up in the air, in case you can't tell from the video.
It's an awesome little spot.
Oh, we're still here, flipping coins about what's to come. It starts getting cold, and we don't know any way out of here. We try to understand how it all started to go wrong, but the sea is way too deep. Yeah, it's deeper than we could ever go, honey. We have to be together here in the stormy weather. So
This is what dedication looks like, people.
Oh my gosh. I'm not sure what I should be doing. It is dry though, it's drying super quickly.
Just moments ago we showed you Emily standing on a tall structure in the middle of a thunderstorm. Tell everyone at home what just happened, Emily.
And if I wasn't on the tall structure,
Yeah,
as soon as it
excuses,
started getting
excuses.
closer, I went and just put a tarp over some of the stuff that we'd left outside. And I was leaning on the metal stand of the boat, and I just got electrocuted. I don't know if that's normal,
So you were holding a lightning rod in a lightning storm.
but it wasn't really close, and then suddenly there was this huge bang and I got electrocuted. But it wasn't like I got struck by lightning, obviously. I don't know, it was pretty scary. I love as well I just have such rubbish instincts. I just stood there. I was like, am I going to die now? Am I going to die? I'm not dead yet.
I've died and gone to hell
and
in a boatyard.
A lady like running into her car, and I was like, oh, I should probably get somewhere safe.
You've already been in purgatory for several months.
No,
You might already be dead.
because I got this tiny cat.
Oh yeah.
I'm dead and I'm in heaven.
It's a really, really small cat.
A tiny cat. We've decided to keep her. We can't do it. We tried leaving her in the yard and it was just too heartbreaking. Came down this morning and she'd been in the yard overnight, which she's not done before. And I came down and she was just going mental, meowing. And so I tried to just ignore her and walk away, and she just followed me, like right on my heels, followed me all the way to the bins. I walked all the way to the bins, and then I thought her mum might be there, because her mum, we think, lived at the bins. She followed me all the way to the bins, she followed me all the way back, and then we got round the corner and she ran into another cat and started like working out what to do. And then I walked on and like waited quite a distance away, and she just looked at me and she didn't follow. So I was like, okay, well maybe she's okay. So I just left her. And then later Adam went, she didn't come back, and I had a good cry, and Adam went to help a German guy, and Tiny Cat found him and just followed him back. And now she won't leave us alone. She's like got separation issues because she knows we abandoned her. And this is all she'll do now.
Just nuzzle you in the neck. Okay, we've got a cat now. She's decided.
We can't.
She's decided.
No, yeah, exactly. We can't leave her.
We've got a cat now.
We've been suckered in, but she's such a cute cat.
She played the game. She won. You know the rules as well as I do.
Don't kiss me with your skunky face, though.
Oh.
I know, but she's got really bad infection.
You need to rub salt on her face. She loves it when you do that. So, Emily doesn't think this is funny. I think this is hilarious. We're in a thunderstorm, so Emily very prudently put the tablets in the oven to protect them from lightning strikes. I was about to make dinner. I said, "Are you sure you've taken everything out of the oven?" She says, yeah, no worries. Okay, you sure? Yeah, no worries. So I turned the oven on. It's true. Emily doesn't find it funny yet. She will in time. Yeah, the oven was not empty. The oven had one of the tablets in it, which I'm convinced will be fine. Emily thinks it's ruined.
We don't have any money.
I think it's going to be fine. It's only the case that's melted. It's quite hot at the moment. I'm just going to leave it out here to cool down a little bit, but it's crispy. It's barbecue. It's Greek style. The Greeks love a good grill, you know.
The electric's in it. It's hot.
Yeah, it's fine. Emily's upset. I shouldn't be laughing, but I think it's hilarious.
I'm recording this on a still working but broken GoPro. It's not been a good few days. I think I've lost my mind after being struck by lightning. I put the tablet in the oven and then forgot it was in there and cooked it, literally.
But it still works.
Then
Crispy tablets.
Then Tiny Cat got under our feet and got kicked and was really hurt.
Did think she was dying.
And then I threw the GoPro off the ladder. And now it's smashed. It still works, but it's not waterproof, which is the whole reason that we got it.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It's just
Fine.
so. Yeah, now Adam's about to run out of work. We're still in a boatyard. And I've smashed up everything that we own.
It's sad times. But we still have our health.
I'm not sure I do.
Could be worse.
So this is a low moment on board Hot Chocolate, and one that I do not want to remember.
Luckily, as always with sailing, there were better times just around the corner, thanks to our friends in the yard who kept our spirits raised.
I was just sat up on deck grinding a crack out of the deck and Adam's gone to the shops And it's like a heat wave this weekend. It's so hot, and I was sat with all the PPE stuff on, and the couple from across the way came over and bought me a cold can of drink because they said that I looked like I was really suffering. It's just a really nice gesture, really sweet of them. And yeah, it's nice that even in the boatyard where everyone's getting on with their busy work, that there's still that sailing spirit, sailing community. It's just so lovely when sort of people you barely know do really kind things like that. It really cheers you up. So thank you couple from across the road.
So his birthday's in the time of social distancing.
Look, it's a brownie birthday cake.
Wow. Does look amazing.
Happy birthday, Adam.
Thanks,
We'd share
guys. So nice of you. They've even done balloons and bunting. Show us your bunting.
Oh, that's so cute.
Way. That is the cutest thing ever. Oh, thanks, guys.
We just got a care package.
I know, right? It's a birthday present, apparently.
Oh,
Really nice of them. I tried to give them some money, but they weren't having it.
really?
Yeah. A massive bag of really amazing looking onions, some peppers and aubergine, like giant spring onions.
That's so exciting.
Radish? Is that a radish?
Beetroot.
Beetroot, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh,
Nice.
beetroot.
3 big beetroots. All like delicious local produce as well. And we've got a lettuce and some olive oil that apparently is made just down the valley.
Yeah.
Apparently the guy has his own bees and things, so he can like pollinate his own trees, and it's all organic, 0 pesticides. So that is the good stuff. And to keep that for very special occasions. A giant head of lettuce.
So exciting.
Is this coriander?
Yeah, looks like
Coriander mint.
Mint.
Oh, that's so exciting. Broccoli, tomatoes, real lemons.
Lemons.
There's some other stuff in there that I can't even
Oh,
see. So yeah, check that out. What a haul.
this is amazing.
Yeah, right.
Well done for having a birthday.
I know, right? Gotta thank my mum, really. There's a cucumber hiding down there.
We're literally
Cucumbers.
so fully stocked now.
Peaches, I think.
Just when we've run out of food because I'm making soup.
Ooh, kicking
Broccoli and
off.
potato soup.
So yeah, how exciting is that?
Woohoo! With our fresh delivery from our boatyard neighbours and all the fresh food we had, we've got an absolute feast tonight. We've got walnut and caper salad, guacamole with fresh spring onions, fresh lemon,
Fresh coriander.
salsa. And we've got nachos.
Which are probably burning, so just need to get into this.
Okay, no.
Whoa!
Scott!
With a lot of time to kill, we ticked off some small jobs alongside the bigger ones. I'm going to paint the locker lids. Very excited about this. We got a new anchor.
No, look at it. It's the recycled model. We want to try and fit a much larger anchor. We think ours don't have a stamp on them, but we think they're 15 kilos, which is a little bit small for a 38-foot boat. So we want to upgrade to it's just a 33. We've made a template of twice the size.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find out if this fits on our bow. Spoiler alert, the answer is no, it doesn't.
We've already measured it, but we want to see if we can work out a way
Figure out some way to get it to
and it'll be easier. So the guys across the road from us have got one.
They've
So
got
we
the same
made
anchor. so
we made a template.
we've pirated one from their anchor. And we're gonna see if we can make it fit.
So our fenders are all pretty grutty. Covered in mould. I've scrubbed and scrubbed. I can't get it off. I don't know why they're made white, to be honest. but even the colour, even the blue and green ones are just nasty now. So we really wanted Fender Covers, but they are so expensive, really expensive. So I started looking at cheaper ways of doing it and found out that you can make them extremely cheaply for about £3 each, and they're super easy to make, just using jogging bottoms. So you need to get, like, well, depending on the size of your fenders, but go for like extra large jogging bottoms. These ones cost me £7 on eBay or Amazon, I can't remember. And I'm gonna show you. So this is a sort of half finished one. I just need to sew up the top, and it looks really smart. Don't really care if it just lasts one season, because it takes like 5 minutes to make, really quick, and yeah, it just improves it an awful lot. You can take them off and wash them, obviously, because they're just made out of jogging bottoms, and hopefully they'll just look a bit smarter, because every time we come to our boat and they're hanging off the back of the boat or on the side of the boat, they just look so grotty. So yeah, it's a nice improvement for our fenders that work but are well past looking smart. So this is just literally the leg of a jogging bottom. I bought wide leg ones but with the elasticated bottom, and I bought extra large, the biggest that I could get. You slip them over the fender. That makes a neat end, so you don't have to do anything with that end, which is really handy. And then all you need to do on this end, because you get the sort of I mean, I guess you could just leave it, but it doesn't look that nice. So I am just going to sew it up with a little bit of cord or string inside, so that I can tighten and loosen it, and it will slip on and off easily. And that's literally it. It's just done. It's very hot today in the yard. We've got all the fans going, trying to keep us cool. The cat is just lying on the floor, it's too hot for her. So yesterday Adam went and did a favour for a German couple. His German came in handy, and they offered to give us a lift to Lidl, and she turned up in this massive van, and she was like, just get everything that you need, you can do 2 trips. And so we just got loads and loads of things of water and so much food, which is just amazing, because every time we go to the shops we have to cycle there with a rucksack, and it's about an hour's cycle, and get really sweaty and really hot, and we drink about 6 litres of water a day at the moment between us, so we're having to go to the shops every day just to get water. So we have got so much water and so much food. I'm going to show you. Oh. We've got some treat food, and we've got loads of cans, and some fresh, but obviously it doesn't last that long in this heat. And the cat got some special treats, tiny cat treats, and I even bought her, here they are, some sticks, but I think she's a bit young for them. She can't really chew them very well. And loads of bin bags and cloths and things. So yeah, we're all set to go. Only 2 days to go. Don't feel very ready. We are putting the sails on, which is one of the final things to do before we can go in the water. It's been a long few months in the boatyard, but we've got loads done and we've got loads of work, like paid work done as well. So it's not all bad, but it has been a bit trying at times, especially now it's getting really hot. We definitely thought we'd be in the water a month earlier, but this is just how it goes, I guess.
Okay. All systems go. If you see anything that doesn't look right, just shout. What could possibly go wrong?
We are having our very first barbecue. We got it in the post. It was like the one thing that we said we were definitely going to buy for ourselves for this season.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends. Let's be more than friends. Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. Join us next time for one of the scariest things that's happened to us so far. If you enjoyed, then you can show your support by liking and subscribing. And don't forget to check out our website, togetlost.com. Huge thanks to our patrons for all your support.